Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more petty revenge stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I wore the most revealing shorts I owned because my neighbor's husband got his feelings hurt by his wife talking about me mowing my front yard shirtless. Why is that this person's problem? Just be better. I have been in my current neighborhood now for 3 years. For all 3 years, on especially hot days, I have always mowed my yard, usually shirtless and in shorts. I feel like this is a fairly normal thing for most men to do, at least from what I've seen in my neighborhood. Earlier this year, my neighbors directly across from me, couple maybe in their high 30s, have become a bit of a problem. The wife works from home and the husband doesn't. I also work from home, so sometimes I mow during random moments of the day. The wife always makes small talk with me and we run into each other often when she's doing yard walk or on walks around the neighborhood. Fast forward last week. I was mowing around 4 to 5 p.m.ish and just wrapped up mowing, and his wife was out watering plants, so she came by and we chatted it up. Not much later, her husband pulls up. I say hi and we chat a bit longer, and then we go our separate ways. Later that night, I get a random DM from this man. No idea how he had my info, and he went on this long rant about how I'm a homewrecker and I need to cover up when mowing my own yard. I told him to kick rocks and stop being an insecure little prick. To top it all off, the next time I mowed, I ensured that I took it up a notch and wore some revealing shorts to match not wearing a shirt. Pretty petty, lol, but I don't care. Good! You should have taken the shorts off too! Just kidding, we don't want him getting arrested. But seriously, that's something you would be insecure about? A man is just mowing his lawn, shirtless, having the time of his life. Maybe you can join him and learn something. My neighbor's dog ruined my sleep, so I used it to ruin his. Every night from midnight to 3 a.m., his dog would bark non-stop right outside my bedroom. Deep, loud, echoing barks like he was announcing the end of the world. I asked my neighbor twice to bring the dog in. Both times he brushed it off with a smirk and said he's just doing his job. Cool, then I'll do mine. I started recording the barking on my phone. The next morning at 6 a.m., right after my neighbor got home from his night shift, I played it back full volume through a speaker pointed at his wall. I repeated that for 2 mornings. No yelling, no threats. Just his own dog giving him a taste of what I'd been dealing with. On day 3, the dog was inside before 10 p.m. Hasn't barked at night since. Sometimes the best revenge is pressing play. That's amazing. And he can't even complain because that's his own dog barking. On replay. What are you going to do about that? Right? What are you going to do? She always called me just the boyfriend, so I helped her move quietly. My girlfriend's sister never liked me. She'd say stuff like, "You're just her boyfriend, not family," or "Don't get too comfortable." I let her slide for over a year because I didn't want to start drama. A few months ago, she needed help moving apartments. Nobody else was free, and she asked me. I said sure, showed up early, loaded the truck, even brought her a coffee. She was kind of shocked. When we finished, she just looked at me and said, "I didn't think you'd actually show." I just smiled and said, "Yeah, I'm just the boyfriend of your sister, remember?" She stared at me for a second and acted like guilty. She's been way more respectful since. Wow, so seriously. Kill them with kindness. Yes, that's what you do. Kill them with kindness. She was really like, oh, what a good guy though. He was really like, you don't want to help you even though you don't like me. Because I'm a good person. My boss kept scheduling meetings during my lunch, so I started eating lunch at every meeting. I used to take my lunch break at the same time every day, 12 to 1. I don't eat breakfast, just coffee, so my lunch is essential and I can't just skip it. My calendar was blocked, but my boss, newly promoted, power tripping, started scheduling meetings right in the middle of it. The first couple times I let it slide, figured maybe it was urgent, but then it became a pattern. I pushed back and reminded him that it was during my break, and he said, well, we all have to make sacrifices sometimes. Cool, got it. Next meeting, I showed up with a full plate of spaghetti and meatballs, had my camera on and mic unmuted, slurping and chewing, occasionally gave thumbs up while mid-bites. It was really like, go on! 3 days later, it repeated, so I brought sticky wings. Last night on Thursday, it happened again. Glad I still had my pizza. He finally asked, do you have to eat during the meeting? I smiled and said, we all have to make sacrifices sometimes. It's Friday today. We didn't have any meetings during our lunch hours this week. Yeah, showed him. But like, why are they working during a lunch? So they don't even have time to eat lunch? Like, what is that? So if they weren't eating during the meeting, then they wouldn't be eating at all. Huh? That's the only happiness in my life, eating. And you can't even eat while you're at work? What's the point? Kept calling me sir on the phone, so I gave him a taste of his own medicine. I'm a female, but I'm often mistaken for a man when speaking on the phone. One day, I called my insurance company for support, and the representative kept addressing me as sir. I politely corrected him, letting him know that I was a woman, but he continued to say sir. Okay, ma'am. How are you doing today, ma'am? So I decided to turn the tables. As the conversation went on, I started responding to him with, yes, ma'am. After a few times, he finally snapped and said, I'm not a woman, I'm a man. But I just kept saying, yes, ma'am. Eventually, he got so frustrated that he hung up. To this day, I still laugh hard whenever I think about the conversation. So he can do it, but somebody else can't. I just don't get it though. How come, they were told that this person was not a man? Why didn't they just correct it? Why do they have to act like they were right the whole time? Like, you're supposed to be doing your job. You're supposed to be helping your customers. He has no idea I'm the reason he didn't get the job. Back in 2009, I was at a conference. I was introduced to a well-known established man in the same field as me. Our mutual friend introduced me to someone with over 10 years experience. I had recently completed a master's degree and was the only woman and the only person under 40 on a panel discussion at the conference. I extended my hand to shake his, and he turned away and sneered that he had more experience than I had years alive. I had never met him before and have no idea why he held such animosity against me. Fast forward 15 years, I have a job in a large agency that hires contractors to complete some of our objectives that we lack capacity to do internally. He's been considered on several contracts, and I've told the story of his arrogance and how I won't work with him. He didn't get those contracts. He likely has no idea, and maybe he wouldn't care. Still feels good. Well, good. Karma. Why don't you just treat people nicely? It's not that hard, right? Just be nice. Like, what's so hard about being nice? I feel like it's so much harder to actually be a terrible person than to just be nice. I mean, you don't even have to be nice. Just shut up. Okay? Just like, don't talk. Just don't say anything. I feel like some people, they just need to zip it. Zip. Okay, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to be nice. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.